Another area of my own development is in a series of images that are approximately 40 by 50 inches. And they're reworked paper, collage, mixed media, canvas things, and they're called the Psalms. And one of the approaches that I take is I pull up old images, because my whole idea is resurrecting that which is old, is revitalizing something which is just not alive, not ready for show or something, or I've just neglected for years. And so in this case, usually what happens is I see the image and I sort of research and I wonder what the main theme is in this image, and then I look for a psalm that seems to be in response to that question. Now occasionally that works, well mostly actually, but in the case of two images, it's an ongoing dilemma. So here I am with this one, and I'm still working with the sword, the figure, the snake, the serpent, to get where I'm going with this. And I've already been through a sort of series. If you can look up here in the corner, you'll see a series of numbers. And I think it's 91, 34, 2, question mark, and I think there's another one, 3 or something, I don't know. But it's a sort of endless quest for which psalm this could possibly be. So that's one of the interesting things that occur. And then perhaps eventually I have to ask myself, is this really one of the Psalms? Or am I so focused, so preoccupied with making this a psalm that I'm missing what this particular work is saying to me? Something about like that has happened with this particular drawing. This particular drawing is a very interesting history. When I was at the museum school in my last tour of doing college work, if you want to put it that way, one of the classes I was in asked us to create a narrative of some kind, to pick a subject and create a narrative. And I thought it was very interesting because this was coming from someone who I don't believe was an actual artist, but was an art historian. So I found that very interesting because I don't generally think about painting with a narrative. I think we're all painting with a narrative, but I don't set out to tell a story. It just so happened at the time that one of the themes that I was working on was dragon, the dragon. For me, as a Christian, the dragon represents everything that's evil. So I had a story that was ongoing, and this was one of the images I came up for the story, and it was the dragon, what can I say, devouring life, devouring everything that breathes and moves and is beautiful. And for many years I thought it was a pretty good image of addiction. It may be so, because I think many addicts might say, yeah, that's how you feel you're being devoured. Well, when I started the Psalms, I pulled this out again and I pasted it to canvas because it was literally coming apart. If you can see, it's basically charcoal, actually, on paper. And as an image, I think it's really still powerful, and it's one I really want to keep. But the ongoing question for me is, which psalm is it, if it's a psalm? And as yet, I haven't really figured it out. So if we look at the top, we see it's largely blank. It's just grubby, but that's what happens when you work with glue and charcoal. So there we have it, and I'm still mulling which psalm this is. I have a little question mark up there on the left that says 79, question mark. Could that be it? I don't know, and I'll have to go back today and read it, but perhaps an interesting thing to do would be to actually find it and read it and wonder, is that it? Is that the one?